Jesus Christ, my hair does not have a good day. Like a bad hair day. Duh. Alright, this is the question and answer video. Sorry for the delay of this video, but some of my relatives were coming home to me this weekend, so I was hanging around with them for a couple of days. Since one of them is living in Stockholm, my family is kind of all over the place. So, but without further ado, let's get on with the question and answers video. Прекрасна kava. Oh yeah. In case if you were wondering what I said in the beginning of the video, I said lovely coffee in Ukrainian. I've been studying Ukrainian for 4 months now, and the funny thing, while I am studying Ukrainian, I am also learning Russian as well. Kinda ironic if you think about it. But anyway, let's get. I have the questions written down here, so let's get on with the question and answer video. Oh, the first questions. What are your future plans? That is one of the questions because I don't really know what my future are gonna look like. The only thing I know that is if I'm keeping it going, working hard with SATV and so on, I can one day make this my main income. Because I need a lot more subscribers, a lot more viewership to be even have this as a primarily income. My future plan is to make this my primarily income and get stronger and stronger. Even better. Question number 2. Will you see you in any big competitions soon? Well, there is a lot of competitions that I really want to go to. As for the moment, I will be present in Euroarm, and we will see if I compete or not. Because, to be honest, this stupid drama with this whole ban thing has really sucked my drive to even compete in these WAF sanctioned tournaments. But we'll see. Because my sister from another mister is gonna go there, so I was thinking like, maybe I just tag along. In June, I probably will be in Live Open Cup, that is in Ukraine. That's around midsummer. And if my plans goes as I have been planning them, you might see SATV in Live Open Cup. And the other competitions, I don't know. Maybe in the second round of the top 8, maybe I will be there to film some interviews, maybe some future clips over there. Who knows? Who knows? And if I am going to the Worlds or not, it remains to be seen. But I think I will probably be at Slottetur as well, filming all of the kick-ass matches over there. It's gonna be one busy year in terms of arm wrestling competitions, but we'll see in what the competition I will be in the near future. Question number 3. How much can you do in bench? My personal best was around, I was weighing around 69 kilos. I almost did 95 to 100 kilos. And after I reached that, I was like, it's not fun anymore. So I just skipped all of that. Skipped that training altogether. Because I did not really felt the benefits from that while I was doing it. So I mean, he gave me the bigger pecs, but made me just look stronger. But who knows? Maybe I will do that in the near future again. So, question number 4, and this is a quite interesting one. Is there a difference in how girls and boys should train? to increase their max potential? That is quite an interesting question to ask, because I have seen boys that has been training like the girls, and I've seen girls that have been training like the boys, and it had been giving them different results from that sport to that sport, and so on and so on. But in my opinion, I really think there aren't any difference in how a girl and a boy can train, because I have seen girls really train or even surpass the boys in certain aspects in the strength department. So we have really strong arm wrestling ladies in Sweden that are even strong at the strong woman competitions as well. I mean, we have a world champion here named Fia Racek that placed the second in the -63 category in Europe in the strong woman department. So there isn't not exactly a certain way how a girl should train and how a boy should train, because all of it is individual, in my opinion. I mean, you have a probably different opinion about all of this, and if you have, please drop in the comment section down below. Let's have a civil discussion about it. Question number 5. What is the best suggestion to increase speed when you arm wrestle? There are multiple ways that you can increase your speed, but the best thing that I can describe is to have you can train it in 2 ways: with a rubber band, with a ready picture. You can picture yourself doing this ready go bam, ready go bam with a rubber band. I saw Vitaly Laletin, the tall Russian guy, did a lot of explosive exercises with it just to increase his explosiveness. And I think that was one of the main practices that he did, that he flashed Dmitry Trubin 6 times. And the second thing is you can practice it on the arm wrestling table as well. I mean, you both grip up as you normally would in a arm wrestling practice. Then you have a practice referee that is on the side, that is constantly saying ready go, and then one of you is going on the go. So, and then the referee is doing another ready go, and then the other sparring partner is going as well. So in that way you can practice your speed that way. But there are also the different kind of practices you can do with increasing your explosive side. Just doing explosive exercises that activates your reaction time. And I'm gonna do a practice video about all the different training questions, so please stay tuned for that. Question number 6. Who is your favorite / least favorite pullers? It's a very broad subject if we're gonna break it down. My favorite pullers is those who can adjust to any technique. If they are feeling that one technique is failing, then they just are going to another one to counter the technique that they were beaten at. Well, for good examples, I can name a few good pullers: John Brasenk, Devil Larat, Evgeny Prudnik, Sergei Tokarev, Janis Amolins, Władysław Krasovskis, Tom Holland. That is a few good examples that I can name, and that has a wide range of techniques that they can adjust. And they are even being intelligent on the table, using their different strengths to counter the opponent's strengths, in my opinion. And my least favorite kind of pullers is Well, to make that answer short is those who are being really disrespectful. Those who are really giving the sport a bad name. Those are the kind of followers that I really do not like, in my opinion. A short answer, but it is what it is, though. Question number 7. What is my least favorite technique to win? Well, yet again, it is a broad subject in that department. Because my favorite techniques is almost any technique that can counter the other technique. Like if you are doing a full supinated hook, then the other one is doing a drag hook just to drag the opponent's arm away from them, almost like a high hook. And then you can have the full hand control top roll. But if the other guy has enough side pressure to neutralize the hand control movement or the rotation movement, then your top roll will fail automatically. Because a failed top roll it's not a place that you really want to be, in my opinion. Least favorite technique to win? Well, to cut it short, my least favorite technique to win is when someone is deliberately pushing an opponent's elbow off the pad, in my opinion. Because then you are basically using the rules to your own advantage, and you don't even have the strength to even pull against the stronger opponent. So then you are just doing all that you can to just make sure that he fouls himself out, him or her. And that is, in my opinion, my least favorite technique to win, because I rather pull down my opponent, or I rather let my opponent drag me down, in my opinion. Question number 8. What has been your biggest achievement so far? Well, this might be sounding a bit off the subject, but my personal biggest achievement is when I have finally been able to control my diagnosis. Because in my younger years, I really did not know how to control my diagnosis. But in recent times, I have learning to control it a little bit more and cooperate with it. It's just my personal opinion, but if I am letting medicine quiet down my diagnosis, then it's just me pushing my other side away, and I really do not want to do that. But then again, this is just my personal opinion about this. So if you feel better when you have the medicine to counter your diagnosis, then all the power to you. But then this is just my opinion about it, for how it works for me. Question number 9. What is your job besides YouTube? Well, it is, I can describe it as a necessary evil. Well, but in a serious matter, I work as a hotel cleaner at the hotel that is called Hotel Toppen. You have probably seen their logo in my recent videos. They have been helping me financing with my trips, so I can go to the different competitions all over the world, and so on and so on. But that is my primarily income, because without that job I couldn't be even doing these high quality productions that I'm doing now, and I have not been able to travel all over the world and to see the people, the cultures, the arm wrestling community, and so on and so on and so on. And this is a quite common question that I get. What is your height and weight? My height is around 1.78 meters, and my weight is around 69, 70 kilos. So I can jump between 70 and then 65 if I wanted to. This is a side story. Before I got into arm wrestling, I was weighing around 59 kilos. So I was not healthy at all. So this sport of arm wrestling managed to make me think about my health a bit more, and I eat, I train, I sleep a lot better now because of arm wrestling. So arm wrestling has helped me a lot, but that is a topic for another video. So question number 13, and this is gonna be the last question of this video. Do you compete in tournaments, and what motivated you to get into the world of arm wrestling? Yes, I am competing as well. And I am, and my current level is, I am one of Sweden's best arm wrestlers, but I am not completely there in the world level, even though I have been beating really good quality pullers from, let's see, England, Finland, Norway, and a lot of others. So this is a funny story. Usually arm wrestlers get their first gold medal in around 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. My first gold medal was in my 7th year in arm wrestling. It took me around 7 years just to get my first gold medal. And the funny thing was, it was against the current Swedish national champion at that time. And in that year I beat the Swedish national champion in the youth 21 division and the senior division, because I was at the time in the youth 21 division. So I managed to beat the youth 21 champion left and right, and then the senior champions left and right. And the year after that I got qualified in the national team, and like 1 month, 2 months after that, when EuroArm was in Azerbaijan, I got 6th place in a weight class around 18 pullers. I don't remember the exact number. So, but that is what my current state are in the competitive department. Because I'm not giving up until I have been going to the top spot in the world and in the slaughter and so on and so on. And how stumbling on my words. Gonna need some coffee if I'm gonna read this. Alright. What motivated you to get into the world of arm wrestling? And I am not gonna answer that question here, because I have been planning a separate video for that. That is gonna explain how this simple sport of arm wrestling managed to change my life for the better. So, and the training related questions is gonna be in a separate video. So tough luck. So that was the first question and answer video, and I really hope that you enjoyed it. And if you have more questions, please let me know in the comment section down below. And be sure to like, subscribe, click on the notification bell, and have a nice day and keep being awesome.